Most people think that wealth shows up first as money, cars, or success. But the truth is very different. Becoming rich starts inside your mind long before it shows in your bank account. And what's crazy is that most people don't even realize they're closer to wealth than they think. They see the signs, but they ignore them. They feel the shift, but they don't understand it. So listen carefully, because if you notice even one of these signs in your life right now, you are not just improving. You are evolving into a wealth-aligned version of yourself, and your future is about to change. You may have noticed lately that you're slowly disconnecting from certain people. Not because you're better than them, but because you're becoming different. Your old friends who waste time, complain about life, or live with no vision. Being around them feels strange now. Their conversations drain you. Their energy slows you down, and something inside you just feels out of place. That's not loneliness, that's evolution. When you're getting closer to success, your mind naturally detaches from anything that kept you small. You've also started noticing how sensitive you've become to negativity. It could be social media, toxic people, or even your own thoughts. Things you used to tolerate, you can't stand anymore. And that's because your subconscious mind is cleaning itself. It's creating space. It's removing old patterns so new beliefs can grow. When your brain begins rejecting negativity, it's a sign that you're preparing for a higher level. Another sign is the shift from entertainment to education. You start choosing podcasts over music, books over scrolling, knowledge over gossip. You find yourself hungry to learn, not because someone told you to, but because your brain is activating a new identity. Wealth doesn't start with money, it starts with curiosity, the desire to understand more, the urge to grow, the need to know how things work. When your mind becomes obsessed with improvement, your life is already changing. You've also noticed that you're becoming less emotional and more logical. Things that used to upset you don't affect you the same way. You're calmer, quieter, more aware. You think before you react. You pause before you speak. That's not maturity, that's control. Wealthy people aren't impulsive, they think. They calculate. They understand the value of energy and the power of attention. If you're becoming calmer, it means you're building the mental discipline needed for success. And then there's the discomfort, that strange feeling inside you that tells you, I'm meant for more. Even if your life looks the same, even if nothing has improved yet, something in you feels out of alignment. You wake up with frustration, not because you're failing, but because you know deep down you're capable of more than what you're currently doing. This discomfort is the seed of transformation. It's your future self pulling you forward. You also begin to lose interest in wasting time. The idea of sitting around, doing nothing, scrolling for hours, or spending time with the wrong people feels painful now. Not boring, painful. Because your brain is shifting from survival mode to growth mode. Time becomes valuable. You start protecting your energy. You say no more often. You choose your battles. You choose your environment. This is one of the strongest signs that success is getting close. Another sign is that you're becoming more self-aware. You notice your flaws, your patterns, your bad habits. Not with guilt, but with clarity. You can see the things that hold you back, and for the first time in your life, you want to change them. You don't run from your problems anymore, you face them. Awareness is the first step to any transformation, and the fact that you can see yourself from a higher perspective means you're leveling up. Then comes discipline. Not the big kind, but the small daily discipline. You start drinking more water, you clean your room, you plan your day, you exercise, even if you don't feel like it. You do small things that build structure. You don't realize it, but you're programming your subconscious for success. Wealth is built on small, boring habits repeated consistently, not motivation. If you've started becoming more disciplined, even a little, that's a sign you're shifting into a new version of yourself. Another sign is that your goals are becoming clearer. You no longer want money, you want financial freedom. You don't want success, you want purpose. You don't want a better life, you want a specific future. You're not dreaming anymore. You're planning. Wealthy people think with intention. And if your mind is becoming more specific, it means you're aligning with the frequency of success.
You may also feel like you're losing your old identity. The things you used to enjoy don't satisfy you. The jokes you used to laugh at aren't funny anymore. The habits you used to love don't make you feel good. This is not depression. It's rebirth. You're shedding an old version of yourself. Your subconscious is letting go of beliefs that no longer serve you. And while it feels uncomfortable, it's one of the clearest signs that you're getting close to a breakthrough. You might also feel a sudden wave of ambition, a burning desire to change your life. You start dreaming big again. You start seeing possibilities instead of limits. Your imagination becomes active. You visualize a better future. You feel excited for something you can't describe yet. This is your future self communicating with you. This is the signal that your mind is preparing for a higher level of success. And lastly, the biggest sign of all, you've started taking responsibility. You stopped blaming your family, the government, your past, your circumstances. You realized no one is coming to save you. And instead of feeling defeated, you feel powerful. Because taking responsibility gives you control. And control creates change. The moment you stop blaming the world is the moment your life begins. Listen, becoming rich is not an accident. It's a process, a shift, a transformation that starts deep inside your mind. Money is just the final result. If you're experiencing these signs, even one of them, it means you're not stuck. You're not failing. You're evolving. Your inner world is changing first, and your outer world will follow. You are closer to success than you think. The future version of you is already waiting, and you're walking straight toward it.